Welcome back. Thank you for staying with us. Regional supermarket giant Massey Stores has again embraced the Salvation Army as the globally respected philanthropic agency embarks on another initiative to make life a little easier for the needy in St. Lucia. Christmas time is here again, and leading supermarket chain Massey Stores is continuing its long tradition of collaborating with the Salvation Army to bring smiles and warm meals to St. Lucian homes most in need. The familiar sight of enthusiastic Salvation Army bell ringers are in place at all Massey supermarket locations throughout St. Lucia. Massey shoppers will have the opportunity to contribute and be a part of a noble cause which will brighten smiles and fill tummies at traditional Christmas lunches and dinners for less fortunate households.
I'd like to encourage everybody in St. Lucia, private citizens and corporate St. Lucia, to follow the lead that you're seeing today that Massey have set in their contribution to our Christmas hamper drive. As was mentioned, we're aspiring to present 1,000 hampers this year to poor and needy persons, to bring a little joy, a little sustenance, a little smile to the faces of so many people who are suffering so much hardship.
The ambitious target set by the Salvation Army is to collect enough donations to put together 1,000 grocery and food hampers for 1,000 St. Lucian families.
We rely heavily on our partners like Massey, who throughout the years have been consistent in partnering with us to provide much needed sustenance to those persons who are less fortunate than ourselves. Although our goal is to give out over 1,000 parcels this year to needy families, I have to point out that almost every day someone comes to the Salvation Army with a need, and in most cases we are able to assist them, and this is only possible through the generosity of our partners like Massey and the giving nature of the St. Lucian people.
Salvation Army bell ringers with their iconic red kettles will help to keep the holiday cheer ringing this Christmas season and beyond, a sentiment echoed by Massey's corporate communications manager, Soraya Best Joseph.
Christmas and the season presents us a valuable opportunity to work with organizations like the Salvation Army. However, throughout the year, we work with the Salvation Army because we recognize that need has no season. However, during the Christmas season, we use the opportunity to do more than we would traditionally do throughout the year. So we are very pleased today to present to the Salvation Army a large quantity of supplies from our mega store, which will be part of the hamper drive of the Salvation Army. The Army has an ambitious goal of 1,000 hampers to persons in underserved communities throughout the country, and we are very happy to be able to assist them in realizing their goal.
The Salvation Army 1,000 hamper drive officially began in December. 1,000 St. Lucian families can expect their hampers over the course of the holiday season. Students around the island were granted the opportunity to tap into their creativity and become involved in efforts at controlling the rodent population in St. Lucia. More in this report.
The Environmental Health Division in the Department of Health and Wellness recently hosted a rat trap competition, allowing students to make cost-effective and innovative rodent control mechanisms. The competition was aimed at raising awareness on leptospirosis and providing students with the opportunity to play a part in reducing the impact of rodents on the population. Environmental Health Officer Charlotte Charles says she's very pleased with the level of student participation and also parent and teacher involvement in this activity.
The number of traps we saw submitted, like I said, we had over 44 traps submitted. To me, it was a true testament of not only how creative and innovative our students are, but it also showed the dedication of parents and teachers. From the crafting and construction of the traps, we could see that parents helped their students. During the judging process, we heard a lot of, my mommy helped me, my daddy screwed in the screws. My sister helped me.
Chief Medical Officer Dr. Merlin Fredericks James says it is important that students are knowledgeable about the signs and symptoms of leptospirosis.
Sometimes it may look like a simple flu or viral illness, the headache, the back pain, muscle aches, but it can also progress with high fever. The urine can change color and get very dark or very bright yellow or bright orange. The eyes can change and get yellow. And we know that if it's not treated, it can actually have fatal consequences. But we want everyone to know, and children remember, that leptospirosis can be treated. It can be treated, it can be cured. So if you or anybody around, you may observe your family members, if anybody has those signs and they're home taking their little medication, etc., they're not getting better, encourage them to go to the health practitioner where they can get an antibiotic to cure them and prevent them from getting worse with this disease.
Joshua Rennie of the Odsa Combined School took first place in the rat trap competition, while Vianney Plum of the Dame Paulette Louise Primary School came in second. Third place went to Antonio Phillip of the Dame Paulette Louise Primary School. The Innovative and Creative Rat Trap Award went to Tanisha Joes of the Canon Laurie Anglican Primary School. Reporting from the Communications Unit of the Ministry of Health and Wellness, I am Funa Neptune.
You're watching the Hot 7 Nightly News. Coming up, Tennyson Glasgow has the sports news.